And we were talking especially about their special bonds, the super long bonds, etc. Record issuance, if I'm not mistaken, right? What is that going to do to yields, which are already at record lows?
Ordinarily, issuing that much bonds should lead to higher yields. But the difference right now with China is that we are seeing deflation. And that acknowledgement that inflation will be 2%, not 3%, really addresses that fact that there is serious deflation in China. As such, we think that there will be demand for those bonds, which will counteract any rise in yields.
How long is long? We're talking in excess of 50 years, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It sounds very familiar to what I'm used to in Europe, certainly in the last decade, where we issued very long-dated bonds, and in some countries, 100-year bonds. And this happens when you're facing deflation, and you need to fight it. And we think that this is what authorities in China are doing.
Wow, interesting, huh? So how does this square with the move, which I also understand they're trying to engineer, and that is to get a lot of Chinese money, which has gone into crypto, right? It's gone into gold. It's gone into dollar accounts offshore and maybe made their way into Mag 7 stocks, etc. They want to try and bring that money back and funnel it into to A shares, their stock market, which has actually been doing very well recently.
Absolutely. We think that this is the intention. This is the way to stimulate and also to create confidence in the economy. And so we think that recent signs of that positive momentum in the equity market will just continue to be encouraged. But for that to happen, you need to have liquidity. So issuing bonds, expanding the deficit, giving the impression that there is action being taken, and providing that put is necessary. So right now, we've become very used to the Fed put. We think that what we're now moving to is the PBOC put.
Ooh, okay. The currency, you know, we've been talking about tariffs, right, for weeks now. One of the ways any country can adjust if they're hit by tariffs is through the currency, right? Let it depreciate. We're looking at the renminbi right now, 728.43. If I'm not mistaken, I think this is spot, right? How low do you think they're willing or rather able to go? Because, you know, you move it, you let it go too low, and you've got this problem of more of a problem of a run on the renminbi, right? An exit.
Exactly. Capital flight is certainly not what the authorities want. We think that what you're going to see is a gentle depreciation, not encouraged by the authorities. A gentle depreciation that is built on fundamentals rather than an aggressive depreciation that is intentional. Actually, we think that the focus really is to stimulate the economy. This is what will lead to better growth and get China out of deflation. Depreciating the renminbi will not help at all.